Good afternoon, everybody. So, hey to Rosa. Hi to Church Nelly channel member. Yes. Hey, the Stock Explorer. How are you? Did she pass? I've been offline for a little bit, so I missed if she passed. I didn't see any news alert. So, let me see. All right. Yeah, no, I'm not sure. Lydia, channel member. Hello, Rasputi family vlog. How are you? Triple threat. Nice to see you. Hello, hello, hello. Hey, Vanessa, channel member. Hey, Annie, channel member. Let's see. Hey, Dolores. Hey, Fiona's Life. How are you? I hope you're well. Well, we'll get into that in a minute. Okay. Hey, Legs. How are you? Carol. How are you? Kat. Channel member. Sarah. Channel member. Diane. Channel member. Yeah. Hey, Tier. Oh, my Lord. Everybody just saying hello. I appreciate y'all popping in with me. Whew, take a breather. Thank you, Church Nelly. I've been talking to myself if y'all haven't heard me, Lord. Okay. So as the music stops, I'm not going to have any background music, but thank you, Annie. Thank you, Carol. I appreciate that. Yes, we all have seen the news, breaking news, and the reports of her, the Queen, not being well. And I have been asking the last several lives, has anybody seen her? So now we understand that it is pretty grave if, folks are traveling from the UK to Scotland and then, Harry and Meghan. This is my opinion. Thank God they're on that side of the globe so that he can go and pay his last respects, so to speak, and that they're not blocking him from seeing her. I'm just saying. Okay. Now, I'm going to get into this topic. If we have time, then we'll get back to the UKers. But at this point, I'm not even going to go there. So, let me see. Yes. Hello to everybody in the chat. Those in the clouds, hello to you too. And it's raining so much in London. Well, it needs to be cleansed, I guess. Isn't that what it says? What? Let me see. Diane, they claim Charles was already there, yet traveling there. Yeah, Arnold mentioned that on Twitter, and I bust out. I hollered out loud when I read that because I was like, what? I'm like, yeah, okay. Because on CNN, which I kind of get it, then I kind of am like, okay, US, get a grip. We had a war. While I understand her standing, she's not like our leader. So therefore, get back to our stuff, like the multiple shootings in Memphis, Tennessee yesterday. But anyway, I'm diverting and I'm going to go back to get back onto the topic. All right. Which is, hello, how are you? Well, that's good that it's probably best that he goes without, all of them should go without their spouses. I'm just saying. There's no need for Camilla or cosplay or, even Meghan in a sense. while they're the in-laws, it's just let the grandsons have their moment and whomever else. But yeah. But yeah, let me get back onto the topic. All right, so we heard on Tuesday the awesome podcast, Archetypes, the Stigma of the Singleton, and that was with Mindy Kaling, and that one really touched me. I said then that being that I was like mid-40s when I married, it spoke volumes to me because that's how a lot of people were treating me, as like, what's the matter? Why aren't you? Don't you want to? And blah, blah, blah. Let me just say, marriage is no joke, and people should stop pushing it on people, especially young people. Now, let me go on back. So as I was thinking, what can I do for Twisted Thursday? You know how I do on Twisted Thursdays. I was like, well, who was a strong woman that was single? There are several movies, but Wonder Woman jumped out at me. Now, while she's not melanated, I'm okay. It's cool. But Wonder Woman was neither a spinster, or a thornback. Thornback is such a harsh term. The labels they throw on women is just unreal. But anyway, so I said I wanted to highlight that. And I wanted to highlight from the standpoint of Wonder Woman was single, strong, was about her business, and made no apologies. Okay. It wasn't even a question of, falling into the realms of society of that this is what you need to do and this is the next step in life. She always kind of walked to the beat of her own drum. So that's why I wanted to cover and just say, we can be our Wonder Woman, in our own Wonder Woman, in a sense, not how the TV portrayed it, so to speak, with the rope that made you tell the truth. How many of us would love that? Because we would be roping up them UKers over there in that royal family and be like, tell us what you did to Meghan and Harry. Okay, I dive. Okay, let me stop. Let me get back on my. Anyway, that's really what I wanted to touch on. I'm not going to be too long, not an hour long. I'll just say that. So, that's true. Storm of X-Men. That's true. These women, and you notice the women with special powers just don't seem to want or have a need for a relationship, or they just don't write it that way. Thank you for that, Legs. I didn't even think of that when I think of strong women. I appreciate that because that's a good feedback. I can always look at that. Let me see what Diane. They already did their press PR for this back to school thing, and I just want to say that's kind of disgusting that they do have to offer up their children, and so they won't be stalked at school. I'm just saying. Who's really running stuff over there? Oh, we know who. The press. All right, let me see. Annie, Mrs. VS, Harry needs Meghan right now. She's his strength. Yes, she is his strength. But they made that decision, so. And he will see her, I'm sure. Again, the timing of all of this could not have been, in a sense, more perfect if you understand what I'm saying, that they're over in that part of the globe. So, because those headlines, it's all I could see is the headlines. Oh, woosah. We're going to just keep giving our energy, good energy, to Harry and Meghan. Yeah, because both of them, I think, are supposed to be in the UK tomorrow anyway. So who knows why? I just trust, and does she really need to be there with them vipers? No, hell no. Okay, back to Wonder Woman. So let me see what Church Nelly. The question is, do women want to be married, or do they just want to have a wedding? Ooh, that is such a good question. That is such a good question. I think that some have that syndrome. I used to call it the Elizabeth Taylor syndrome. have the glitz and the glam, the wedding, blah, blah, and everybody's just hailing you for the day. And but then when those lights and cameras go away, and then the reality sets in, marriage is no joke. Okay, I'm just saying. So yes, pick wisely if you do decide to marry. I'm just saying. Hey Gladys, how are you? Lydia, I want the lasso and the wristbands as well. Oh yeah, the wristbands would come in handy for if there's some crazy shooting or whatever, because they deflect the bullets. And the lasso, oh yeah, just tell us the truth. Nothing would be hidden. That's true. Oprah's not married. Mm-hmm, mm-hmm. She's in a quasi, I would say, with Stedman. I think they're still together all these years. More power to her. And she has done well, given all that has happened. Oh, that's so nice. No, that's so nice of you. Annie, it was okay being married, but since my husband, stop. I wouldn't remarry. Once was enough. Yeah, I've said that too. That should anything ever happen, that I've done it, been there, done that, and that was enough for me. So, Church Nelly, be nice. I'm not even reading that. Fiona, maybe some women don't put themselves out there to meet different and the right man. Well, listening to Mindy, I mean, there's no written rule that says you have to marry. I think society has the rule, but there's no law. Back in the day, women married for comfort. Companionship was probably the last thing, because generally they were bearing children, and they were going out to work, and yeah, it's a whole lot different. Many now, like cosplay, go to college to get the MRS. I'm just saying. But anyway, let me move on. Lydia, Annie, Nacho may have a brother. Oh my gosh, he's probably also happily married. Oh, speaking of happily married, I see Space's brother. Mom finally got him hitched. Kudos to Mom Space. Yeah, just saying. Mm-hmm. Let me see, what did Fiona say? Maybe some women. Oh yeah. Is there really? I mean, I love my husband. And I guess he truly was the right person at the right time, because other than that, I probably would have been married at 18, and who knows if it would have lasted, because you change, you evolve as you mature, and et cetera, et cetera. But I hope we can teach the young girls, especially, that they are not spinsters and they're not a thorn back, and there's no problem with them if they want to remain single. A lot of my cousins that are probably about 10 years younger than me, if that, or there's a few that are still single, and that's cool. Doesn't you don't need to get hitched, honey. Let me just tell you that. Lydia, the headlines are going to be a mess. They've already started the blame game. Harry nor Meghan are God. They don't control this universe like that. And so I'm going to be very short-tempered with anybody that comes with that nonsense. I'm just saying. So yeah, go on with your bad selves. I'm just saying, Rosa, she's sick, alive, and or what? I have not been listening to it. Yeah, I turned away from CNN because I'm like, can we have something else on the news? Okay. If she passes, I understand. Give that 1 hour. Let's not make it a whole day. Just give the hour. Let the UK do what they do for their mourning. But, okay, I'm just saying. Kat, too many people focus on wedding and not the marriage. Say that again. Yes. I think, no harm to J-Lo, and the woman she's on HGTV, and she was married to, when they had a show, and then she left her husband for one of the guys that was working on the show, and then they split shortly after getting married, and now she's married again. Stop it. That's all. I think at the third time, like just stop. Because, the common denominator. Okay. Let me see, legs, exactly. This is they telling themselves the press tried to downplay that it wasn't a lot of them, but Megan said it in the interview. Yeah. What is this? The Shanebridge children are offered up as lambs and shields. Yeah. 'Tis the life that has been given unto them. Now, Lydia, okay, Annie, if he calls you, just give him my number. Listen to you, Lydia. Hey, Anna, how are you? Oh, you know what? Well, it's too late now, I guess. Everyone. Hey, Cookies and Cream channel member. Okay. I hope I don't blow your ears out when I do that. Maybe I should come up with a little greeting just for the channel members. So, and we shall see. We shall see. If Max, if you're out in the clouds, I just saw your messages. Yes, I'm well aware. Mm-hmm. It tickles me that some people will let me know, hey, this is going on. Yes, thank you very much. Let's see. Church Nelly Granny always said, marry the one that loves you, not the one you love. Wow. Then she threw a glass at me when I chose the bad boy, so I changed and married my hubby. Granny was right. Head still hurts. Church Nelly. You're supposed to always listen to, well, your gut instinct, but your grandmother too, Anna, Mrs. VS, once it's enough for me. I don't want another man, just be friends, but respect myself. Nothing of that kinky stuff. Oh, okay. Yeah, no pegging. Okay, I get you. Anna. No pegging. Mm-hmm. Church Nelly, Anna, I didn't know that kinky can be good. I always say I have to read her messages before I just, I go right into them. Let me see. Annie, my husband was my soulmate. We're together since high school. Wow. Wow. I really take my hat off to those who, when you're that young and you find that person, and I had some classmates that married like months after we graduated high school, and I was like, what? Yeah, my 20s, I was having too much fun to think about it. And my mother was like, do not marry right now. Live your life before. Church, somebody needs to tell Jennifer Lopez, this is her fourth man. Oh, is it her fourth? I guess so. I'm going to move right along. Mm-hmm. Fiona's life, I've never been married, and you're living your best life. You're traveling, you're doing you, and it's awesome. It is awesome. So, triple threat, that's a blessing to be together. It is. It really is. Like, wow, Jennifer and Halle Berry, but at least Halle slowed it down. Oh, yeah, that's true, C-Mac. And how are you? Let me see, Anna. Mrs. VS, my husband's niece is spending five. Okay, wait a minute. Wait a minute. Let me. I know Did you add an extra zero in there by accident, Anna? Mrs. VS, my husband's niece is spending $500,000 on her wedding. It's ridiculous, and I'm going to Texas in November. I know the heels cost $2,000, I believe, all for show. They must be red bottoms, but $500,000. Wow. I mean, I guess if you have it, hey, do you? But prayerfully, they have prepared themselves for the day after and the day after that, and 365. Yeah, I'm just saying. Whoa. Fiona's life. Some people don't know how to be alone with themselves. They have to be with somebody, even if it's the wrong person. Yeah, that's true. That's true. You do see that. People who quickly, divorce, remarry, if that person wasn't already in their lives and all that stuff. But, I started to travel just to kind of say, if this is my life, I want to be able to travel. If friends can't go, I know I can pick up and go. And it was an awesome trip. So, yeah. Now, being a caregiver, it's very hard to travel, but you do what you can do. Church Nelly, Anna, that's a new house complete with furniture. Depending on what part of the country you live in, Church Nelly. Yes, depending on what part of the country you live in. Ma Jones, how are you? Good to see you. Hey, Wolf Spirit Productions, how you doing? Fiona's like, even if you have 500,000, it shouldn't go on a wedding. Like, wow. I mean, I'm all things weddings. I love weddings. I think that they're beautiful. Mind you, the flowers, and it's just, yeah. I had a very nice one. I will say. I knew it was going to be one shot deal, but it wasn't 500,000. Okay. Yeah. Not in the life. And my beautiful gown was from David's Bridals, mind you. Okay. Because who could afford to go to Kleinfeld's and get a gown? Yeah, I'm just saying. But if you can, hey, more power to you. It's just be prepared for the life after the wedding. Yes. C-Mac, ain't no way I'm spending enough to buy a house to feed some people who are barely happy for me. No way. Okay. That's all I can say. Ooh. Even if you have it at a country club, most people know somebody that can get you a good deal at the country club. I'm just saying. TMK Media, how are you? Good to see you. And I'm not lying. The F dress, it's a Vera Wang and the rest of it's crap. Okay. Okay. Fine. You just took us all out with that one. Hey, Buddha. How are you? I hope you're well. Hey, the Bud Files. Wow. How are all of you? Let me see. Okay. It's just, we did a hand fasting ceremony at State Park 12 years ago. See, now that would be neat to see pictures of, because that's truly getting back to original and it really being the two of you. I love that. I love that hand fasting. Love it. Yes. Let me see. A nice beach wedding with vegan food, good music, really close friends, and a good camera to film everything. Done. There you go. There you go. Yes. I will say this, make sure when you do have one, depending on whatever type you decide to have, that you pay for a photographer and videographer, because it is a one-time moment and you don't want, a friend of a friend or whomever taking pictures and then then you have nothing to look back on. I'm just saying, just my little tidbit that I drop out. There you go. Sunshine Films, how are you? Good to see you. Anna, Mrs. Via, she is the only child. I have an only child as well. I certainly will not pay that much for my daughter. I'm an only child. And being that I was in my 40s, you would think they would have thrown everything and the kitchen sink. Praise goodness, she's finally doing it. But 500,000? Yeah, okay. Not happening. Hey, Wellness with Frugal Mama, how are you? Official Jamia, how are you? Good to see you. Oh, Swoop is rating me? Oh, wow. Thank you, Swoop. Thank you, Swoop. Oh, that's so sweet. All right. Well, anyway, that's really what I wanted to talk about. Just being single, there's nothing wrong with it. Cherish it. Live your best life. Let me just tell you, live your best life. I traveled. I went to concerts, which is something I do miss because I'm not ready to be around crowds like that. Just hanging out with friends and just doing that thing. But yeah, be happy, be your own Wonder Woman. You know what I mean? Of course, males are different because they're not labeled like, a bachelor is still, I think, seen as a good thing. I've seen in some halls that they do try to talk down to people who are not married, but you know what? I'm just saying, let them live their lives and you live yours. Okay. Hey, Justin, how are you? Thank you for the raid. Swoop. Look at y'all. Wolf Spirit, 500,000 could pay off all our debts and buy a nice piece of property and then some. And you would still have some left over. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, that I'm just amazed. Now, mind you, I used to love watching that show. There was one of the wedding related shows that Platinum Weddings, that's what it was. So people were spending about that much. Yeah. Over the top. So, but hey, hopefully whoever is spending it, it's not truly breaking their bank. I'm just saying, because there's just no way in the world. Fiona, being single is a great opportunity to really learn about yourself, travel, and have as many experiences. You can also meet someone along the way and have safe fun. Exactly. Yes, exactly. Scratch and Pete, how are you, sir? Good to see you. Well, Spirit, we would probably put a huge chunk of that money into annuity so we wouldn't have to worry about our future. There you go. Put it in there and let it ride. Let it ride. All right. Church Nelly, Church Nelly, stop. You are not over that yet. Oh my Lord. Listen, if you're a caregiver, you're going to find that that's something I had to clean up yesterday from my father. But moving right along, I'm just saying. All right. So now we can touch on, basically the how do I word this? Oh, the breaking news that was all over the TV this morning that the Queen is in grave condition and that the immediate family members, so to speak, are traveling. This is probably the most that I will speak on it until something happens, and my quietness is paying my respect. So I don't want to be hella disrespectful, but sometimes people get the energy that they put out there. I'm just saying. Cookies and cream, you only come through this way once. Live your best, happy, and productive life. Well, if I do return, yeah, I'm gonna live it. The things that when you're young, they don't tell women, your fertility years are between 20 and like 30, mid 30s. And I know women have babies older, but yes, I would have had children, especially given the family history of fibroids that we had. So, Lydia, girl, you're too much. Church Nelly, he apologized. Who is she mad at? What did I miss? Oh, her husband. Yeah. Listen, Church Nelly. It happens from occasion. That's why, mind you. Anyway, I'm gonna go because I'm gonna get off that topic because y'all are really to take it there. So. Hopefully you enjoyed this topic, though. It was like all over the place, but I hope you did catch the true subject matter that I wanted to discuss. That, we are woman, hear us roar. That's as much as you're going to get. And that's the first song that came to my mind. Why? Don't know. Hey, home bartending, how are you? Hello there, Julianne. How are you? Okay, Lydia. At 96, she has been blessed. If she passes, then part of the life cycle. Right. Prayers for the family. Exactly. My grandmother was 97 when she passed. Long life. That I hope to have also. But considering the treatment of the melanated family member, I'm just saying, yeah, not many of us are truly that upset. And I've been watching the squad on Twitter. Yeah, I'm just saying. It's getting ready to be one of those situations. I think squad may split a little bit. So, hey Max, how are you? Good to see you, sir. Good to see you. I don't know if you heard me, if you were in the clouds, but I did see your messages. Yes, I was aware. If you didn't see the members messages earlier on about the Queen. Lydia, you're more generous than me. Yeah. Well, I mean, my energy is going to Harry and his immediate family, Meghan, children, Doria. That's where my energy is going. Other than that, I was glad to see that Harry was traveling to be there, and that's when I knew, yeah, this is serious. Being that I think they're already in the UK because they're supposed to be at an event tomorrow. So, get there as best as you can and, safely. But she has lived a very long life, very, very long life. Lydia, good topic, Mrs. VS. We are all Wonder Woman, married or single. There you go. Married, yes, Lord, it takes a special power. And husbands better be glad we don't have that lasso. Just saying. Julianne, I'm doing better. My dad is doing better, and as well. Thank you for the prayers. We'll continue to remember you and him. Annie, you're only guaranteed 3 scores in 10. So she had a prosperous life. Squad is going to show out. I just know it. Cookies and cream. I think the timing of the announcements is suspicious. They're carrying on as though she has already passed and has yet to tell the public. Well, they said there would be a delay, I thought, per the plans that have already been in place for, all of her plans have already been made. But I thought when we heard the call words, what is it? London Bridge is down or something like that. I really thought that was her, the coding that she had passed, and that the BBC and any other UK-based broadcasting service would only be about her. Like there's no other news that would be happening. But somebody on Twitter, I think, said one of the newscasters on BBC had a black tie on. Like, why does he have a black tie on? So I guess, who knows? I think they even would have to change the wardrobe into black. It's real. Now, I don't know if that's all true, but that's when I was researching the family way back. Yeah, that was part of it. Church and LA, Lydia, I'm using Wonder Woman's headband. Boomerang on husband if he ever. Stop it. Stop it. Diane Hawkins. Official events canceled for successes as is appropriate under the circumstance. Yes, that's true. I was going to say, I'm sure if the events go forward, that's probably would happen. But if she passes, I doubt that anything is going to be happening in the UK for a while. So, the position that Charles has been salivating for, he'll eventually have. So we'll know soon enough. Let me see. Yeah, no. I mean, didn't she just meet the new prime minister the other day? Anyway, let me move on. She's in her 90s, so yeah. Max V, yeah, the plans have been made. Oh, I'm sure. Well, her husband didn't he have a specially made, oh my goodness. I can't think, the thing that carries the caskets. I can't think. Hearse. Didn't he have a specially made hearse? I'm sure hers will be gold. It's just kind of. London Bridge down means something. Yeah, well, just from all that I read, and these were reliable sources, but sometimes you just never know. You just never know. So that's good that you are. Fiona, so what qualities does a woman need to meet and keep a husband, Mrs. VS? Honey. To meet and keep? Well, meeting may be easy. I was introduced to my husband, so my cousins played matchmaker. I don't know if that's easier, but at least the person comes with a little bit of a stamp of approval that they're at least a decent person. One never knows a person until you really get to know that person. Max V has some stories, I tell you. The can thrower takes me out, but you just never know a person until you're living with them. That's kind of my thing. Keeping, honey, let me just say this. If it comes down to that you just can't get along, like it's not happening. Let them go. Life is too short. Don't be trying to keep nobody that doesn't want to be kept. I mean, there are spiritual ways, but I'm not getting into that today on this. No. And you don't want somebody that doesn't want you. Okay. I hope that answered that question. Gwendolyn, Harry, and Meghan canceled their engagement with World Child tonight. Oh, okay. Oh, is it tonight? Yeah, the 8th. Lord, I'm thinking it's tomorrow. I'm off a day because I'm off. Yeah. Yes. I'm kind of glad she's not there. I'm just saying. Anyway. And Church and Lily, they need some sort of prop so they couldn't hit the bullseye. Chop, chop. Okay, stop it. Annie, Mrs. VS, Harry and Meghan will still be Shutter Island target. They have to hate someone. Well, I mean, that shouldn't even be allowed. I'm just saying, like, if the country should go, I would hope goes into mourning, and that's all they talk about is the Queen and her 70 years and blah, 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 blah. You know what I'm saying? And then preparing for whatever he's going to, if he renames himself from Charles to whatever he's going to become. I don't know if we'll find out then or on Coronation Day. But anyway, I'm just saying, yeah. There's a lot that's about to happen. Yeah, I thought that's what it that's what it was. So Miss September. Well, I'm glad Harry's there and glad Megan stayed back. Yeah, me too. How far back am I? Oh, okay, only a few minutes. Ryan, hello. How are you? Good to see you. Long time no chat. Let me see. Mrs. VS, I agree with you. Don't know a person until you live with them. I'm just saying. You don't know if they need extra meds. You don't know if you better sleep with one eye open. You truly don't know. And if you have to do all that, leave. Wait till they go to work, have your plan ready, and when they come home they only find the dust bunnies in the corner. I'm just saying. Okay, I'm moving along. Oh, okay, the Well Child visit. And I'm sure if she does, they will cancel all events. So I'm just saying, like, as far as the organizations themselves, there's no way people are going to be partying. Cookies and cream. I know Prince Harry loves his grandmother. I'm glad for him that he's going to see her. I am too. I'm just glad they didn't block him as far as, and I'm glad she's not there because the Vipers, the mother too. Yeah, no. Don't need no other, situation. Hopefully all the wives stayed behind. I'm just saying. Especially the one that doesn't really, okay, we're not going to, okay. Diane, does medical supervision translate to life support in the UK? Sincerely wondering as why have different terms in the US. I wondered that myself, Diane, because why make an announcement that she's under medical supervision? Like, we all are under medical supervision in a sense. We have doctors. But yeah, different terminology, different country. I'm just saying. It does sound like our hospice. So she really pulled together some strength to meet the new prime minister for the PR because, they had to get the pictures. And I had wondered how that was going to go because remember, I've been asking the last few weeks, has anybody seen her? So, Miss September, Queen Victoria died soon after her 60-year reign on the throne. Yeah, so the Queen, that's her great-great. Isn't that her great-great-grandmother? Or great-great-great-great, somewhere in there? Anyway, yeah. Queen is the longest running, and we all know I don't believe Charles is going to make it 70 years. So just saying, because that would be an old man. But that would serve space so right. That just would serve space so right. Let me behave. Okay. See, I'm going to be bad. And I'm 9 minutes over the time I said I was going to go. But I want to thank you all for joining this quick chat that just was all over the place once again, but it was fun. I had fun. I hope you had fun. And we could talk forever about. So I will just say this: whatever happens, Sussex Saturday will go live on Saturday. I'm just saying, we'll do the R, the I, and figure out the P later, but I'm just saying that Sussex Saturday will happen regardless of what may go on, even if it is that day. I'm just saying, because yeah. Annie, in my opinion, I think she's already expired and the family is completing the final arrangement before they can make the final announcement. That's kind of, Lord, you'd think people would be on point for that. Lydia, well, we have the namesake, Lilybet Diane, and I think she held on for the Jubilee and the 70 years. You know, I said that to myself earlier, Lydia, that Lilybet's name will now go on, of course. So why would she have been upset by that? Per the media, I'm just saying. Mrs. VS, Lizzie is doing well, still has her pedicure and manicure going. And I need you all to behave yourself. Thank you, Triple Threat. You have a wonderful day also. Diane Hawkins, procedurally with the new PM to redo with Chaz of QE2. Oh, Lord. Let me see if we can find an answer for that one. Y'all asked some good questions. We'll have to discuss that. Hopefully we'll have an answer for that come Saturday. Cookies and cream. Everyone, please pray for the Sussexes and each other. Yes. Pray for the world. Yeah, we definitely need lots of prayers to go around. Thank you to the swoop again and for the swoop raid. Thank you to all of you who joined. I appreciate you all. To the channel members, thank you for the continued support. And we shall be chatting again real soon. I mean, I might come on again in between the time if something does happen, but you know, just know that Saturday will be live. Thank you. Bye, everybody. Yes, Lydia. The snail pace.